Welcome to channel member GD. Welcome to episode 2 of the DayZ on Console show. Your number one stop when it comes to DayZ on your Xbox and PlayStation. In today's show, we have 2 awesome servers you will love in Server Spotlight. For your new players, we have something that will better help you learn the map in a new segment we're calling Wish You Were Here. As well as taking a look at your feedback from the last show, we have a sneaky DayZ tale and viewer stories, and more to come in the DayZ console show. Cherno sex offender dealt with by locals. Man stares at tripwire for way too long. What was that? Recedingman cosplay now in game. Every show I put a question to you viewers. Firstly, let's take a look at last week's poll where I asked you the question, have you any plans or ambitions to eventually play DayZ on PC? 69% of you viewers who voted have no plans to move on to DayZ on PC, while 31% said they will definitely move on to PC at some point. Personally, I thought the number of players looking to move on at some point would be higher than that, but what did some of you guys say? Milwisco said, option D, I play on the console. I have a keyboard connected to use the map and a mouse to manage the inventory faster. I do the rest with a pad. Very true, I see a lot of people plug in the mouse and keyboard into their consoles. Do it myself. Makes inventory management 100 times better. Loguest says option C, I have DayZ PC but prefer console. Loguest, you legend. Since setting up this channel, I've been surprised to hear the amount of people out there that are exactly like you, mate. Finally, friend of the show Greedy says it perfectly with this comment. Console for life. Yes, Greedy, yes. Thanks to everyone who voted and commented. Now, on to this week's question. Very simple question for you viewers this week, and that is, do you play DayZ on your Xbox One, Xbox Series X or S, PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5? The poll can be found on my community page of the channel, so get voting, and I look forward to seeing the results and comments and discussing in the next show. It's time for Hot Topic, and today we're talking maps, or the lack of them. With only 2 official maps to play, it's easy to see why near enough on every post the DayZ devs make on Twitter, you don't have to look far for are we getting a new map for console? And while this will annoy many, it's totally justified. The player base is reportedly higher on console than it is on PC now. And here us Xbox and PlayStation players are, with just 2 maps to choose from. Thank God for our amazing modders out there, giving us content outside of these 2 maps. But it's just not enough. So why do we just have the 2 maps? Why has it been over 3 years since the release of Livonia? And no word on when or if a 3rd map will be released. It doesn't make sense. It's a money maker for the devs, yet they say there's no plans at this moment in time for a new official map. They are concentrating on adding to Shannara's and Livonia. I'm not buying it, viewers. Not one bit. As much as we would love the mouse on console, my god we would, the lead developers and especially dev and the mouse creator Sumrak has stated it won't be happening. So, begrudgingly, we have to accept that. But my theory is this. DayZ 2. I think a new map will come with the release of DayZ 2. Big shout, I know, but hear me out. A new engine that could literally help with everything. Cars, server performance. And what better way to sell this than a new map that comes with it? We will discuss the pros and cons of a DayZ 2 in future shows. That's my opinion. Otherwise, why have we not had a new map yet? Or do you viewers think we will get an announcement on the 10th year anniversary of DayZ later this year? Tell me what you think. As always, I love to hear from you, either in the comments or on the Discord. Let me know.
Solnichniy, a coastal town that's the heartbeat of Shannara's. For many of you have seen the beautiful beach to this stunning coastal town that attracts hundreds of survivors a day to its essentials and landmarks. Whether you're here for a long stay or short stay, Your time here will be met by the adoring Zeds and friendly local survivors. To those that wish to stay and enjoy your time here, the houses are a good way of finding food and clothes, and maybe, if you're lucky, a melee weapon or firearm. There's a civilian barrack where if you're quick enough, you can get your hands on something tasty. A hospital is a great way to meet the local infected. They will always keep you on your toes, so be careful. Inside the hospital, bandages, vitamins, gloves, tetracycline are all amazing finds and will set you in good stead for your time here in Solnichniy and beyond. Just opposite the hospital is a well. Stop here to quench your thirst, but be careful, you're open to attack from all angles. If Solnichniy is not the town for you, then you can head north to coastal towns Nizhny, Berezino and Svet. Just follow the road with the sea to your right. If it's south you wish to go, then you have a little more walking to do, to meet up your next town of Kamyshovo and up a bit further, Electro. If that's what you wish, then follow the road with the sea to your left. To those that wish to head inland to the towns of Delina, Shakovka, Polyana, or even Staroy, then follow the road past the tracks and you will get to your destination. However long your stay here in Solnichniy is, I hope it's an enjoyable one. And please, come again. I'm sure you will.
We've now come to the part of the show where we take a look at your opinions from the last show. So many of you got in touch to have your say on alt accounts. So, without further ado, let's take a look at some. Prophet gives his take and says, I have an alt as well, you know, because I have 2 trader outposts and I use my main account as my runaround and my alt stays at one of the traders, so it is easy to get orders done there. I do think using alts for trolling is piss poor thing to do, and those people that use them that way should be taken out back of the woodshed and shot. Bad Note Tom says, alt accounts beyond being used for community purposes like traders etc. is in my opinion using a loophole to game the system. I'm pretty sure the game was built as a one life shot thing. You die, then back to the coast and the struggle. The main reason I stopped playing officials a few months after getting the game, to be honest. Also, having been a server owner a couple of times, you really get to see behind the curtain. 99.5% of alt users are using them to gain advantage. No bueno. Mika Spray used his opinion and says, alts only matter to people that are trying to hold down a base. You actually go on adventures and live one life, then alts should be no worries to you. There's a reason the devs of the game don't really care for base building and ain't really too hard up on fixing alts on console. And yes, I know this new update comes with disposable alter timer that goes with SharePlay. Nothing if you close the app and reopen a whole another PSN user. Personally, I believe base building should be a community only add-on. There's a reason no base servers are some of the most popular servers on PC. Thanks to all those that gave me your opinions on alt accounts. We'll close the feedback with the last one, sent in by Spanky D. I like alt accounts as much as people building bases at spawn. Horrible people. I'd love to see more maps on console, but understand it's a different platform. Thanks for all the feedback, and also thanks for the support for the first episode. The views, the comments, they've been so lovely and nice. Now, on to our next segment. It's time for Server Spotlight. It's time for Server Spotlight. Yeah! It's time for Server Spotlight. Yeah! The Bob Mob. The Bob Mob is a PvE server that is not only available on PlayStation, but on Xbox too. For you PvE players, this is a gem of a server and is absolutely perfect for you beginners out there as well. The Bob Mob is strictly PvE only. It's owned by Very Silent Bob, who streams playing on it over on his Twitch channel. It has a great community, this one, so be sure to join the Discord channel if you would like to be involved more. The Bob Mob is a no password and mouse and keyboard enabled server. Explore the map without the threat of other players gunning you down as you innocently go fishing. There's none of that here. What the Bob Mod does is encourage driving vehicles. And while there's no real rules other than it being a non-PvP server, the Bob Mob does have 2 rules. And the first is if you do find a car and there's something in it, then that car is claimed. The other rule is no raiding. There you have it. Simple enough. This server is ideal for you beginner players or players just trying to get their skills up. The Bob Mob embraces this and just asks you to enjoy yourself. Food and loot is boosted, as are bears and wolves. So Xbox and PlayStation players, go check the server out. And then check out Very Silent Bob over on his Twitch channel. The man's an absolute gentleman. The Bob Mob. Maze Runner is the next server under the spotlight. This is an Xbox server, and seriously, you Xbox players just have to play on this one. You spawn in Steroy, and from there, you must make your way to Tissy. Sounds easy, right? Nope. The clue is in the server name, people. Maze Runner. As I said, you spawn in Steroy, so you can choose to loot up there, and whether you're lone wolfing or with a group of friends, the challenge ahead is a huge one. Firstly, you will come up against the infected. Then there's the wildlife. But the real battle will be with your mind. The maze walls are endless and will send the weak to their knees. Loot has been slightly boosted, and it's a mouse and keyboard enabled server. This server is part of the DayZ network. I urge you to join the Discord, an absolutely thriving community, and give some love to the incredibly talented and sexy greedy peasant. Back to the server. As you make your way through the maze, you will find a few surprises. Find a card to open the steel doors for a reward of military supplies. Very few have completed the maze, and if you find yourself as one of them, then please let me know. I'll be trying this out on stream soon with some of my members, so stay tuned for that one. As well as jumping on Maze Runner, if you haven't already, go give Greedy a watch on Twitch. He's the man! I know he's the man! Greedy's the man! He's the man! If you have a server you think should be on a future server spotlight, then let me know. I welcome all types of server, please. Send them on in for the PlayStation and the Xbox. Now it's time for viewers' stories. This story was sent in by Heroic Bohemian. A while back, when the community servers was down to the hotfix or update, can't remember why, I decided to give Official another go. After being killed countless times as an unarmed freshie, I'll respawn, I guess. Oh, for sake. I've just died again. Oh, for Christ's sake, this is my head in. I decided to just pick a direction and run into the woods, just to get away from the spawn zones, really. After running till my food and water was red, I got my lucky break. I came across a barn base, which wasn't locked. So I ran inside, ate, drank, and geared up with all the loot. And believe me, the base was stacked. While getting ready to leave, I heard someone busy building. Turns out, the owner was busy building a perimeter wall around the barn base. I also took all the ammo, I mean everything, loaded a filled backpack. I only left him with an MK2 and snuck away without killing him. Still wonder what he thought when he discovered all his guns and ammo missing. You have reached the end of episode 2. Thanks for watching, and remember to leave any opinions you have on any of the subjects brought up in today's show either down in the comments or over on my Discord. Links are in the description. I stream here on my YouTube channel, so come in and say hi. I love seeing you console DayZ players. Anyway, drop a sub, leave a like on the video. It really helps the channel to continue growing. Thanks again, people. I'll see you all next time. I've been Recedingman. Take care, people. Take care.